Do you feel like digital marketing is a bit woo-woo and all too hard? If that resonates with you, then you'll be relieved to hear that digital marketing is just a science. Today, I'm going to show you how Innovabiz approached that science to deliver exceptional results. Recently, I changed my category from website development to digital marketing. You might have wondered what that was about and think that's a big change, but not really, because we've always been about making websites achieve more. And essentially, that's what digital marketing is. Marketing your business effectively online is about so much more than just having a website. Digital marketing involves lead generation, lead conversion. It involves landing pages, advertising, content, search engine optimization, marketing automation, marketing funnels, sales funnels, relationship management, and a lot more. You might think it's rocket science, but without the rocket, it's really just science. And you already know that I've got that covered, right? Scientist. So what exactly does a digital marketer do? So a good digital marketer will begin with a strategy and some planning, and then understanding the target audience that we want to talk to. Of course, then we build the operations of the system so that all the moving cogs are working well together, the project management, the measuring system so that we can improve things along the way, and much more than that. Most important, though, to us overall is the delivery to our clients of exceptional results. Now, you will hear me talking about websites quite a lot because a website is at the core of your digital marketing. So the website has to drive those exceptional results. And at this point in time, we're going to move on to the live presentation. Now, a website today is one of the most powerful marketing tools you can have, but unfortunately, most websites suck. They don't do anything. Sure, they might look pretty, they might look nice online, but they don't actually deliver any results. They don't deliver new leads and new customers into the business. This is what happens when a website doesn't have a strategy for building a relationship with its audience. And that's because people forget that a website is a business tool, not an art project. Sure, it's got to look nice, and Kate will tell you that branding is really important and has to be consistent and has to reflect the business. But the website's got to do more than that. It's got to act as a business tool. So how do Innovabiz approach this whole philosophy of digital marketing? We begin, well, first of all, we take a strategic scientific approach, being a scientist. We begin with understanding the business that we work with, understanding it in great detail. And then we work with them to help them understand their audience. Who are they talking to online? How are they talking to them? And then we put together the goals that they have out of the website and out of their digital marketing, and we start to build the relationships with their clients online. So, relationships. We're all here because we recognise that building relationships is fundamental to business. We all deal with people we like, we trust, and we know. And it probably goes the other way around. But that's fundamental, and people forget about it online. It's no different online. You've got to build a relationship with your audience, and if you don't do that, it's just going to be a brochure there that people ignore. The key to building a relationship online is to always deliver exceptional value, because the big challenge you have is you're not in front of people like this, you're not face to face with them, you don't get to actually have that personal interaction. So you've got to be providing exceptional value. There's that word again. The one strongest way to build exceptional value and build that relationship with the client is to educate. Don't try to sell stuff to them online, educate them. Now, I learned the power of this back in '97. Ben mentioned the website, the Paint Quality Institute. We built this in a global team. That was before Google Yes, I'm that old. We coined the phrase authority content. The idea was to build authority, educate our target audience who were consumers of paints, and we were suppliers to the paint market, and that translated into increased sales of our product, which ended up in the paints. That idea of authority content is the #1 factor today to get you ranked in Google 20 years later. So it's still as important today to be an authority in your site. And one of the easiest ways to do that today on a website is to use a blog. Now, a lot of people say to me, I don't want to do a blog, it's kind of a, a Dear Diary, digital version of a Dear Diary. No, it's not. That might be how it started. It's actually a fabulous business tool. It's the way to educate your audience on an ongoing basis. So HubSpot some time ago did a survey and discovered that businesses, B2B businesses that blogged regularly generated 67% more leads. 67% more leads. That's month in, month out by blogging regularly. So the key thing, of course, is you've got to have valuable content that resonates with your audience. That's of value to your audience. Now, to highlight how we approach this and how this whole system works, I want to tell you a little story. So this little story, just like all stories, has a hero. And our hero today, let's call him Mark. And let's say Mark has a concreting business. And let's say Mark's new concreting business also has a new website. Now Mark is really smart. And he knows that the website is only the beginning of the journey, so he's got to do a lot more to educate his clients or his audience. So Mark publishes a weekly blog post. He publishes the ultimate guide to exceptional concreting, which is available, it's an ebook available for download from his website. He sends regular information to his audience about how to concrete properly and what's involved. He becomes known as the concreting authority because he's posting on Facebook and the social media, he's putting YouTubes up, he's talking about how you overcome mud issues in your backyard. He becomes known as the concreting authority. In fact, he's setting up an online training academy teaching people how to do concreting in an exceptional way. Not only that, he's teaching you and me, but he's also teaching other concreters. How good positioning is that? Now, all the time he's wowing his audience with exceptional value. And he's giving away all that knowledge. Now you might say, hang on a minute, Mark, that's really stupid, because nobody's going to hire you anymore. You're teaching them all that they need to know about concreting. The opposite is actually true. Because just because I know everything I need to know about concreting and Mark's taught me that, that's not how I want to spend my weekend. I want to go out on a bike. I want to take pictures. So who am I going to get to do my concreting if I want a really good job? The expert, of course, the person that's teaching other concreters how to do concreting. So the moral of that story is that, before I get to the moral of the story, in time, Mark's business is actually skyrocketing. So there you go, maybe it is rocket science. Soon, Mark will become known as the Marcus Sheridan of concreting. So Google Marcus Sheridan and you'll find out more. Now, the moral of the story is that by educating your audience and providing exceptional value along the way, you build your authority, you build a relationship with that audience, and that translates into sales. So I've just shared with you one of the big secrets of online marketing, and if you take nothing else away from this presentation than that today, then that's been enormously valuable for you. Moving on to my ideal referral. So if you hear somebody say, my website doesn't do anything for me, I don't get any sales from it, I don't get leads from it, it's just there, it's costing me money, then refer them to me because we can help them in so many different ways. Also, I mentioned my workshops. If somebody wants to do their own website, send them to my workshop so we'll teach them how to do it properly. And also, we're about to launch, probably in 6 weeks, we're going to launch an online website builder course, so I'd love some beta testers for that. My cream referrals are businesses between 5 and 100 staff who are looking to fully outsource their entire digital marketing. So we'll take care of everything for them, the ongoing lead generation, the ongoing content strategy, all the marketing, everything, get all the cogs working together. Also, people that are looking to build online membership websites or online learning systems, because we're really good at those. And finally, my dream referrals are speaking gigs at large industry organisations, and also I run the Innovabiz Innovation Podcast. I would love to speak to Elon Musk. I would love to speak to Mark Zuckerberg. I would love to speak to Seth Godin. I would love to speak to Michael Gerber. So if anybody knows any of those folks personally, please get me an introduction. So now that I've shown you how to use digital marketing and your online presence to build sales, and I've talked to you about the fantastic results that you can get from that, I hope that you feel inspired to actually do something about that in your own business, but at the very least, send some of those folks my way. Thank you.